20th when it launches. Like everybody, everybody like has like this image of what this new God of War is going to be, but like from the story trailer, and if you've played the actual at least the first two God of Wars, you have an idea of where this like storyline is going to take place in. But the interesting part about it is going to be like, how is the story going to unfold, and how is it actually going to excel to the actual player?
You can't base this God of War on the other one. This one
you can, because this actually takes place within that timeline.
From the gameplay,
it does. It does.
They're taking a big chance with this one. I mean, I love God of War, so I'm in on it.
Yeah, but if you watch that trailer, you know within the story arc that it takes place within the first and second games timeline, because he's already the God of War, and he's not dead. So I was talking to a whole bunch of my friends who also watched the trailer, and they're like, yeah, I agree. It can either be a total side story, or it could be a totally new separate sequel set with within a backtrack time period. But it's going to be interesting because he is still the God of War. That is confirmed.
He's the God of War of the was it Greek?
No, all he is the Greek God of War, but he was placed in the Norse time period. That's basically what he is.
So that's what they say he's still a god, but like I said,
yeah, he's basically
God of War we used to playing. Keep it look, see, this is what people missing the point. This is why everybody think people like me are like afraid of change. The God of War we was used to was the fast-paced, range combat, aerial camera view where you could see more of the map. Now this God of War is more Resident Evil focused.
I like this new I like the adaptation camera angle. I have no issue.
It looks good for visuals, but
I have no issue with the camera angle. I have no issue with the camera angle whatsoever. I have no issue with that. Now, if it doesn't have, if it's like most of the wonderful PlayStation, wonderful IPs that have no aim assist, then I'm gonna have a problem with it. But I want to see this story unfold, and I want to see what the writers did to introduce this, because I'm kind of interested to see how well the story is going to come out. And it can either be done within a 7 to 12-hour period, or the developer even said in the Game Informer interview that you can actually beat this within 2 hours if you speedrun it.
Well, I mean, who's gonna speedrun a game like that? No,
I'm definitely gonna try.
Yeah, but you doing it to set real, but people like let's go play the game for the story. We want to indulge in everything. So I just want to indulge in start to finish. That's all I really. I don't want to just beat the game. I want to see what they have to offer.
See, because
I'm just saying, from the traditional to now, it's a big difference. And people can say what they want to say. People are afraid to change, this, that, and the third. A franchise like God of War that was established on a certain type of gameplay style, combo. Because come on, God of War was known for combos on the fly, fast-paced, range combat. And it still managed to look good. Each game looked better through each iteration, but it kept that combat. Now they go to this one, all of a sudden, it's your typical Resident Evil 5, your Last of Us, and whatever Horizon Zero Dawn point of view in the combat.
Yeah, I think that's a good thing. I don't think that's an actual bad thing.
But God of War is known for fast pace, like Devil May Cry. Fast-paced combat.
You have to evolve if you want to stay relevant, and you have to stay relevant in this day and age.
In a game like that,
in this world in general, if you don't stay relevant to anything, it's you're going to be left behind, and that's what so many people don't understand.
So imagine if Microsoft changed Halo from first person, and went third person. I don't think people would.
Technically, they changed it from a first person to an RTS.
They gave you. Oh, you talking about? Well, that's a whole other different genre. They went straight.
Yeah, I mean, but it was originally designed to be an RTS, so that's not really changing anything.
Well, that's not the core Halo franchise, though. That's not the core Halo franchise.
But it was originally designed. It was originally thought for as an RTS to begin with.
If they went third person completely, I think people will have a connection.
Well,
Or
yeah,
people
I
be
would.
familiar with
I mean,
being that
it's not like
first
it's not
person
like God
shooter.
of War. It's not still third person. It is still third person. It's just a different camera angle.
But the combat thing is not fast paced anymore. That act ain't fast paced. So unless they got some more shit they hiding, they ain't showed us yet. But what we
I mean,
showed, his primary weapon is that act. That shit slow.
I don't think this is like The Last of Us. I don't think this is a walking simulator. I really think it's gonna be packed full of action.
Well, they
It's gonna
already
have a
said
lot
it's
of
gonna have
monsters to kill.
side quests. So
It,
take
prob- it
that how
probably has
you want.
it probably follows a leveling system like Horizon Zero Dawn, where you have to level up and you have to use side quests to do it.
What, did you play Horizon Zero Dawn?
Yeah, I did. I played up to the last 4 missions and then I quit playing it.
Well, but you quit. You didn't finish it. Me, I gave it 2 days and
No,
gave it away, and it keeps coming
no.
back.
See with Horizon Zero Dawn, I did not like the concept that they basically ripped off the Terminator plotline. I did not like that, and I did not like that I discovered that 12 hours into actually playing it. Once I discovered that's exactly what they ripped it off of, I legitimately dropped the game
My
because
first
I was
3
like,
hours
nope, I'm
of
not gonna.
Horizon Zero Dawn, I immediately deleted it.
Once I saw what Gorilla basically did to that plot line and where they took it from, I was like, nope, I'm not gonna play it. This shit is like so not unoriginal that I'm not even gonna touch it.
Look, I gave it to my brother-in-law. He played it. He said it was good. It was okay.
I have other friends who have actually beaten the game. They're like, they're like the game is still good even though it does rip off the Terminator. I do agree with you, but it's just like it's still a decent game. And I'm like, well, I like storylines that are original, and I like games that do not piggyback off of other things, other creations that have been done through time. Now, if this was, the 1990s or this was the early 2000s where none of these things actually existed yet, fine.
It would have been fine.
But now 2018, and so many games now and so many plot lines are now based off of other material that it's kind of hard not to piggyback off them. Now, if you piggyback them off a little bit and it's not very noticeable, I legitimately go into this land and learn that my enemy is dinos that became self-aware to basically wipe out human extinction back to the Stone Age. I'm gonna be like, yep, that's Judgment Day. Fuck you.
No, I'm gonna tell you my thing with Horizon that put me off. When I started exploring ruins, is what they called it. I'm like, it's Tombs and Tomb Raider.
Yeah, I mean, that's
what got me, because I had just beat Uncharted 4.
The gameplay.
I just beat Tomb Raider. I was like, you know what? This is just too close to what I just got finished playing. I passed. And like I said, I gave it to my brother-in-law. He played it, gave it back. I gave it to a couple of friends at work. They played it. They gave it back. I can't get rid of the game. I was like, but I'm not going to trade it in because I can get no money for it. But I keep giving it away to keep coming back.
I mean, Horizon being too close to Tomb Raider, I don't really agree with that. I think the closest thing to Tomb Raider on Sony's side is the Uncharted series, but that's more Indiana Jones-ish to me. But
I'm like, if they both climb in, exploring tombs, just one put dinosaurs in it and one put supernatural in it. You can take it how you want. It's just I played more Uncharted than that, so I was done with it. I said maybe next year I play it after it got old and maybe it'll be fresh again.
But I truly feel that Detroit Become Human looks interesting. That doesn't look like it's a ripoff of anything. Days Gone looks like
actually that kind of is if you play Heavy Rain, but Heavy Rain hasn't been done.
I'm actually talking about movies though. I'm talking about movie ripoffs. I don't care if you rip off other games. You can do that. That's fine. I don't care if you rip off actual Hollywood material. I give a damn. So like, Days Gone looks like a true ripoff of the Walking Dead. I'm still gonna buy it, but I'm gonna be interested to see how close or how not close that is to the actual zombie series. And then Spider-Man looks interesting, although that's pure comic. That's a pure comic thing. And but God of War looks like the only thing that's original that isn't ripped off of anything, which is going to be interesting because there's not enough material to even rip it off.
I ain't saying it's ripping off nothing with God of War. It's just they switched up the gameplay, which worked. The only thing that fucked up is Ascension, because how many times you can tell Kratos' story of going into Hades and coming back? They did that in 2. And then the PSP games, he went into Hades. So we're tired of him going to Hades and coming back. Ascension should have been the start of the Norse mythology, and then maybe this God of War should have been like the sequel to that one. It's
Well,
like they milked it too much.
but they also said that this is just like this is like the second iteration of this character. They're thinking about doing Mayan, which is basically El Dorado, and they're thinking about doing Egyptian. I would like to see the Egyptian one, because the Egyptian one I don't know too much about it.
I don't know, the Egyptians and the Romans and the Greeks, they kind of the same, but I don't know. But
I see.
like
I would have. I
should have been the start from this one.
From Greek, I would have done Roman, and then from Roman, I would have done Norse, and then from Norse, I would have done Egyptian, and then I would have done Mayan. But they didn't want to feel too similar to the Greek mythology, which is why they didn't do Roman, which is totally understandable.
If you can do Greek, Roman, they similar, because I don't know.
Yeah, they were too similar, and they didn't want to do that. They didn't want to do something
Zeus
as similar.
What is Zeus called? Is Mercury?
No, it's Jupiter. It's Jupiter.
Jupiter, yeah. And then they kind of do the same guys. They just changed the name. So
they changed the name, then they changed the purposes and like the ideology behind them.
So it's close, but I get it. Little minor differences, but like I said, they fucked up with Ascension. If they knew they were gonna do the Norse mythology, Ascension should have been the start of that, instead of still trying to tell them going into Hades and fighting the fairies again and all that bullshit. But at the end of the day, I'm still buying it because I'm a sucker for a great franchise, which God of War is a great franchise. Same thing with Halo. People, not Halo 5, which I thought Halo 5 was good. But ODST is the one I felt where Halo dropped the ball on. ODST shouldn't have been a separate game. It should have been DLC for 3. But guess what? I bought ODST. Yeah, it was disappointing, but I still bought it and played it. So I'm going to still get this new God of War. I'm just got my fingers crossed that they're going to pick up where Ascension fumbled at. But at the end of the day, I'm going to buy it, and I'm going to call it what it is. I'm going to give my honest opinion on it. I mean, the game's going to look good, but at the end of the day, you got Horizon Zero Dawn. Very pretty game, but it was average. Mediocre at best.
Well, that's the biggest problem I have with Sony games now, is they look really pretty, but they don't, they're lackluster in their actual content. I just don't like that. I mean, I'll play them. I'll play them. I'll try to finish them, but like, if it doesn't hold my attention, it just doesn't hold my attention.
The only ones that hold water to me is Uncharted, and I'm gonna give Last of Us because the first one was so good. I'm gonna give Last of Us, 2's gonna automatically be good.
I'm gonna get 2, but I'm just gonna say I'm gonna legitly buy an Apple Watch, and I'm gonna legitly press start.
I believe you didn't enjoy the Last of Us.
And then every time I legitly put the joysticks up, I'm gonna be like step 1, step 2, and I will legitly count how many times.
Enjoy the first Last of Us, but
I did not enjoy that. I did not enjoy that. I give it credit for originality, and it didn't rip off anything, which is why I couldn't.
Had me and my wife in here, we crying a little bit.
But that shit was boring as hell. Like I'm glad that I skipped over that PS3 era, because I would not have been happy as a young child.
I didn't play it on the PS3. I tried it and I didn't like it then. But when I bought my PS4, I bought it a year after it launched. So I had to buy my Xbox first. So I bought my PS4 a year later, and they gave The Last of Us remastered or whatever free.
I mean, it was a pretty decent length game. I liked the story to it, which is why it was original. But I didn't like it that it was basically, I legitimately could have recorded like 2,000 steps on an Apple Watch. I thought that was like absolutely stupid.
I thought it was pretty good. Wait. Harley, where you at, man? You still there? Harley's on bounce. Yep, he gone. I don't even know what he's doing.
Yeah, I'm here. I'm listening to you guys going at it, but about the Apple Watches and stuff. Well, yeah,
what you think though? You got to give your honest opinion with the God of War thing.
I never played God of War, man. I never played any of them.
You never played God of War?
No, man. It just didn't interest me, man. It's something about it. It just, I don't know. I'm just not interested, man. Like, it's just one of those games I'm not interested in playing.
I'm going to tell you right now, your mission, Harley, you got to play God of War, man. I'm going to tell you, I felt the same way. Because I'm going to tell you, I was a hardcore Devil May Cry guy. So, Devil May Cry came out first before the original God of War. So, I was hooked already on Devil May Cry style. And then here comes God of War. I'm like, man, they just copying that shit. I ain't gonna play it. I didn't play the first God of War until it was the greatest hit. And keep in mind, when I played it and beat it, it just like I played it right in the right time. And then they announced God of War 2 was coming out. So I went straight from the first one to the second one. So it was perfect for me. So when I played God of War, I was like, yo, this game is fucking amazing. I'm telling you, bro, if you play the first one is good. I think, honestly, right now, the second one's the best. God of War 2 is fucking off the chain. I'm going to tell you, I played God of War 2 on the PS2, and then I bought the collection when they redid it again for the PS3 just to play God of War 2 with PS3 graphics. And then I went to God of War 3. God of War 3 was good to me until the last hour when they had them crying about the little Pandora girl, which I ain't gonna spoil it for you if you ever decide to play it, but you'll see what I'm talking about. And then they recycled the same Zeus fight that you had from God of War 2, and they just exaggerated at the end of 3. And then Ascension was just, I didn't get past the first few hours of Ascension. I was like, nah, I ain't into the rest of it. I done been to Hades, I done did this, and now I'm back again. I'm done.
Did you play Ghost of Sparta?
No, I didn't play the PSP jump.
Yeah, that story was actually pretty dope. I enjoyed that.
Yeah, I ain't a big portable gamer. Like, me and my wife got DSs and we play like little new Super Mario World, shit like that on it. And yes, I got a Switch, but I keep my Switch mostly on the dock. But I ain't gonna front. It's been coming through these last few weeks at work when it's been slow, and then my power went out the day before yesterday for about 3 hours. We sat here and played some Switch, so I'm like, it got its purpose. But most of the time, I keep my Switch in the dock. But yeah, I'm not a big mobile person unless it's a cell phone game, quick, fast, and in a hurry. And you need to tell me that damn game was getting hard, or text to me or something. That game you were talking about, like Gears of War, because I couldn't think of that shit for nothing after we got off.
It's called damn, I'm trying to remember the name of it, my damn self.
But I ain't gonna lie, don't judge me. But I played Subway Surfers the other night, bro. I went on a 20,000 coin run. I was like, yo, this is crazy. I played the hell out of that shit. But, you know, I do those games went quick, fast, in the hurry while I'm at work and shit like that. But, you know, I ain't asked, are we live? We up here talking about this shit?
Yeah, we've been live for about around 20 minutes.
Yeah, we live.
Oh, shit. Damn, I ain't mean to go in on a rant like that. My bad.
You good, man. I shot your message to let you know we live.
Well, yeah, right now I'm doing, like I said, I'm doing everything right here on the cell phone, and I ain't seen nothing pop. I've been hearing icons going off in the background, alerts.
So
yeah,
I know we spoke about EA being up for sale, but viewers didn't catch it because the live stream didn't start until like later on. So
okay. So let's pick this up. So let me tell you my thoughts on this.
All right.
And I know T Reaper and everybody said people caught on, but this is my thing. I listened to Nextgen and them talk, K Mega and all them. Everybody's talking about the big games that are current, the Madden, Live, talking about the FIFA. But my thing is, that's all fine and dandy. If Microsoft was to buy them, they're going to leave those intact. It'd be crazy to change those to exclusives unless they really think they got Sony in a bunch to make them do crossplay. But if you want to continue to make your money, which that's what seems like Microsoft is doing, they just want to make money everywhere, keep those exclusive. But I'm like, you bring back the Army of Two, you bring back Dante's Inferno, you bring back Dead Space, and you can make those exclusive games. Stuff like that will keep the Game Pass relevant for years to come. Because you think every year or two you're gonna get a new Dead Space. You alternate. When you ain't got a new Dead Space, we're gonna give you a Army of Two. And then when you ain't got that, you alternate that again. We're gonna give you a daggone what was the other one? Dante's Inferno. And then by then, new titles are gonna come, and you can supplement it. But you keep the multi-plat has been multi.
But yeah, you there?
I think
he cut out. But yeah,
but did y'all get that?
Yeah.
Yeah, somebody called my damn cell phone. All right, man, you know what? I'm gonna get my laptop fixed soon, so I can get this shit. This is crazy.
But the name of that game, back to the name of the game you was asking me to send you. I sent it to you on Facebook. But anyway, the name of the game is called Shadowgun. It's just like Gears of War, but it's like a portable version of Gears of War. But it has different objectives than Gears of War. What differentiates it from being Gears of War is instead of you fighting locusts, you fighting scientists. And scientists are people who like during the original campaign, they don't have the original campaign Shadowgun on Apple. They have it on Android. But anyway, the original storyline is when you actually playing as a protagonist, a guy suited up just like a guy would be suited up on Gears of War. Like it's a guy that looks just like Marcus fucking Phoenix. I'm gonna be honest with you. But you basically, instead of fighting locusts, you're fighting you're in a power plant and you're fighting scientists that's like trying to protect that power plant, because basically they mutating humans and stuff like that. So you're trying to fight that whole plant, the nuclear plant down. But what they do have on the Apple devices, unlike Android, is they have the multiplayer that has crossplay, that you can play Android people, you can play people that's playing off their NVIDIA Shield, you can play against people with their cell phones or tablets, or it has crossplay. It's not exclusive to one platform like it originally once was, because when Shadowgun first came out, it was exclusive to Android. And then that's when they branched out and made it, a multi-plat for the online one. And the online one is Reaper. I sent it to you as well. The online one is called Shadowgun Dead Zone, and that's the one that has it has a multiplayer with it, and it has crossplay with it, so you can play against people with PC, etc., like that. Like it's really dope, man. I'm waiting on them to come out with a sequel. Hopefully the devs will come out with a sequel, and hopefully we will see another sequel for it for like mobile. I don't want to see it on. I mean, I want to see it on consoles, but I'm very afraid that people's automatically going to bash it and be like, "Oh, this is a Gears ripoff." You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, it's like a third-person Call of Duty. The reason why I say that is because of the game types and the game modes they got. They don't just have team deathmatch. They have like a capture, like a, how like an annex. You know how annex was in Gears of War, or domination, when you got to capture a location and sit there and capture it. They have that, and they also have perks like a machine gun perk. Like, let's say if you running a one-man army, right, and no one else on your team got a fucking headset, whatever the case may be, and you trying to capture our objective. So while you there capturing our objective, you could drop a sentry gun to protect your back as well. So while you there, you got your damn sentry gun right next to you, shooting the shit out your enemy. You get what I'm saying? So it's dope, man. Like, it's so many perks that you can have. So it's like, honestly, it has the graphics engine and the feel type and the feel of Gears of War 3. It has the game modes of Call of Duty, and then it has perks like Ghost Recon. Like, it's 3 games in fucking one, and I fucking love it, man. For people that's listening out there, you guys should check this game out. It's called Shadowgun. I mean, if you got it on and you play it on your phone, yeah, the controls is pretty complicated because you're using your thumbs on the touchscreen. But you can also, I think it has a feature where you can link up your damn Xbox controller or PlayStation controller to it, so you could, make the experience feel even better. And even if you have an NVIDIA Shield or Amazon Fire Stick or Amazon Fire TV, if you have any of those devices, you can play that game on those devices as well, and link up your PlayStation or your Xbox controller to those devices, and play as well. So I really like it, man. It's really a good ass game, man.
But I'm gonna try it out. I'm gonna actually, I saw that I just got the message right then. So when we done with this, I'm gonna go and click on it and download it. Like I said, I do that shit at work, man. I got time because honestly, other than Mario Odyssey and Zelda, my Switch don't get played unless I take it to work. You know, I play Mario Kart and, you know, I got Shenmue, which if I known it was $10 more on the Switch, I wouldn't even have bought it. I would have got it on the Xbox all of the day and got achievements and everything. Shenmue was like, $19.99 on Xbox. It was fucking 20. It was $19.99. It was $29.99 on the fucking Switch. I was like, get the fuck out of here. But I bought it so I could play it while I was at work. And don't get me wrong, I do enjoy the game. But I would have gladly sacrificed the mobile play and kept it on my TV and then play it with Xbox One X enhancement, you know, when it comes, or if it already got it now. But it is what it is. But I'm going to definitely check it out because, like I said, I do the mobile gaming. I do. Because I'm a gamer, man. I play everything. It is what it is. But I prefer the box. But anyway, what y'all think about Sea of Thieves? How it's ranking up right now? Now, me personally.
Bullshit!
Oh, shit. I'm going to say this. Hey, look, you sound like me. Now, I'm going to say all the TV will probably like, man, fuck Sea of Thieves. Now, this is me. First time I like to play games, so. But I wasn't going to buy Sea of Thieves at, let's say $60 was probably was going to be, or what it is going to be if you buy it.
I have like six people who like tell me not to buy this game, so I'm just gonna trust the community is right and not even bother trying, not bother.
You can't say the community then, because the community.
Well, my community, it's kind of funny because not only did my personal friends tell me not to buy it, but I was watching Rand's video, and Rand's friends also don't want to play it. So, and Rand plays with some pretty, you know, interesting people. So, you know, he still wants to give the full game a shot, which is, you know, more power to Rand. But like he was like legitly, you know, boasting on how he was playing the beta or the closed beta this weekend, and he was playing with Phil Spencer, and I'm like, that game just looks boring as fuck to me.
I ain't worried about who plays with Phil. I'm just going by what I see.
But
and I've been checking Twitter, and I've been checking Mixer, obviously. Every time I click on one of those, Sea of Thieves is damn near number 2. Sometimes number 1, and then apparently you can't even pre-order this game no more. Buy it.
Yeah, it's like sold out everywhere. It's like sold out everywhere.
That's a telltale sign. And see, that's the thing. And it can be with Destiny too. Like a lot of people shitting on Destiny. But I enjoy Destiny because when I play with friends, like shout out to Rough House. He's been a good supporter of mine. Whenever I put a video out, especially I do a live stream on PlayStation, Rough House always there. We talking. That's how I met him. And me and him get together and we play Destiny. Man, I have a blast. And you know, me and you, Reaper, when Destiny 2 was first out, we was having fun playing that shit, even though you completely left me in the dust because you was doing 24-hour marathons. I don't know how you was able to do it.
Yeah, well, I have friends who are actually higher than me now, so it's like, you know, but like the problem with Destiny 2 now is it's like completely dead.
Well,
and if do you guys have Monster Hunter World?
Because y'all done killed the game. But like Harley, you don't play Destiny that much. I play, but we get together and play as a friend. I'm gonna tell you a prime example. Gears of War Horde. Remember, a lot of people were playing Gears 4 Horde to get these cards. They can do like, do 20 ranks of Horde. And then people would drop out. But you get with a fat crew, like I got to do it though, because that was the like my man Blazer Ace. We get up there, we play Gears. We ain't trying to get no perks. We just want to play 1 through 50. And when you get with people that's committed to the game is fun. And that's how Sea of Thieves is going to be. You get with a crew that they just want to play the game. They want to rob, loot, and plunder. Like
yeah, That's what the guy said. He said that this is a game that you literally have to make your own, your own adventures fun. Basically, you have to you have to
a game like that.
The game gives you the materials to have fun, but you have to create that fun, and that just doesn't seem interesting to me.
Well, I mean, that's you, but people like me and a lot of other people, as we see, are enjoying that shit. Because like me,
it's all about the team, man. If you have a good squad, you could pretty much make a game fun. You know what I'm saying? Like even with like what was the name of that? Rainbow Six Siege. Like I can't see myself playing that game with a bunch of randoms, but when I had a squad, man, that was the best fucking game of the year to me. You know what I'm saying? Like you had people communicating, everybody have headsets. Hey, there's a guy right down the hall. Don't go over there.
We having fun.
We having fun. You know, shooting people up through the wall. It was just amazing experience, man. Somebody was right camping behind the wall, waiting for me to walk down that hallway. And thanks to my team member that was looking through the sniper, through the window, he was like, hey, shoot him through the wall. He's right there waiting around that corner. And I shot him and killed his ass. You know what I'm saying? So I still got that replay on my Xbox, but it's amazing, man. Like you could pretty much make any game fun nowadays. It just depends on the crew you got.
Yep. And like I don't know if y'all play Killing Floor 2. I had it on the PS4 and I had fun. I was playing with guys from work, but they stopped playing it. So it came to Xbox One X and Xbox One, and so I bought it this Black Friday. Granted, none of my friends on Xbox was playing it, but I bought it, and I met some people online. Believe it or not, just jumped in a random match one day, and these guys had their mics on, and I heard them talking. I said, "Shit, let me plug my mic in," and I jumped in. Well, nobody talking shit, no hate, none of this, that, and the third. So I just thought like, okay, well, we got guys on the left. All right, Hollywood, good look. Hey, Hollywood, people behind you. I'm like, yo, Fluid, there's one behind you. We just started talking. Every one of those guys I met, it was 4 of them. We all friends now. So we play Killing Floor from time to time together since then.
Yeah, I got it on the PlayStation, man.
Hey, we gonna play on the play. I'm good. So I got on both platforms. Killing Floor is fucking fun.
Yeah, it is
like
fun.
Left 4 Dead, I have a flag, bro.
Yeah, Left 4 Dead was pretty fun in the 360 days.
And look, now this is going back to if Microsoft buys these companies. Imagine they buy Valve. We'll have Left 4 Dead again. Maybe we get another one. So we already got 1 and 2 backers for PAX. So imagine now we get a Left 4 Dead. Because Microsoft's going to push for that multiplayer social aspect. And that's another good game. So, I don't know. I'm being optimistic, but I'm being realistic in the same breath. I know they're not going to buy all 3. But I think the one most likely to be is they buy Bluehole and keep PUBG. EA and Valve, that's a prayer, a hope. But if they was to get one of those, but I think they're going to end up getting Bluehole because PUBG is already done crazy numbers on PC and it's doing crazy numbers on Xbox. So it's a given. But if they could get Valve or EA, that's that's a double win right there, bro. That's like a turkey and bone right there. That shit crazy. But we'll see.
Do you guys get Monster Hunter World last week?
Nah, I'm gonna get it though, but I don't think I'm gonna get it right now because I played Monster Hunter. I got it on my PSP, and we played. I tried to play it with a couple of guys at work. We linked up. I just didn't. I couldn't get into it. And granted, I know it's the PSP version, the mobile version, but it just ain't my type of game. But it does look. It looks good from what I've seen, but I don't know. Maybe later when it drops down from 60, I'll jump in and give it a try. I'm not going to exit out like, no, never. I do want to play it, but I don't want to spend $60 on a game then. If I don't enjoy it, I'm not going to play it ever again. So I'm going to wait. But I'm definitely going to get it later on and try it out.
No, that game legitimately is like the type of game that like they put the co-op situation in that game, and like I can't find anybody to actually like just run through the game with me, which is really annoying. Like everybody has their own squads and everybody is playing their own bit, like their own in their own teams and whatnot, and like going through the quest lines. and like I only managed to get like 2 people to actually help me in one instance, and like I'm now stuck because I need other people to help me, and like no one is either everybody's too far ahead of me or everybody's too far behind me to actually help me right now, which is really annoying.
If you willing to wait till like a month, just like with Wolfenstein 2, because like everybody bought Wolfenstein 2 when it came out at 60. I waited a month to Black Friday, and I got the game. Well, not even a month. I think Wolfenstein came out early November, October. And then when I bought it on Black Friday, that shit was down to $30. So I'm gonna give my phone a good 30 days so long as it was locked down.
You breaking up?
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
I would say, yeah, I'm gonna give it a good 30 days, and it's gonna drop down to about $30, $40, and I'll pick it up then. I'm not gonna pay $60 full price for a game that I probably won't enjoy, but I'm willing to try it.
It is actually quite fun if you have a team of people to play with, and the scenery is gorgeous.
But see, that's what's hard nowadays, man. It's trying to find a decent squad. That's what's so damn hard, man. It's because everybody never has a mic, man. Yeah, like what makes it so hard is that no one has a damn mic.
Even on the Xbox.
Yeah, even on the Xbox. It's the same shit. On PlayStation, like, it's just not as bad on PlayStation as far as with the Xbox. Well, the games I play on PlayStation is sports, and that's about the only thing. Everybody talks on sports. So in Uncharted, I had that same issue. I mean, some people talk, but most of the time people didn't talk. And I was like, what the hell, man? And like, I switch over to Xbox, it's worse. It's just as bad, close to it, or just as worse. Like, no one talks no more, man.
Well, you know exactly why that is, right?
Why?
You can no longer have freedom of speech in game chat. Everybody's in party chat. Everybody's in N-word
plenty of times.
Yeah, well, that's totally on them if they want to do that, and someone wants to report them from doing that. But you can't. You can no longer take that risk because after 2014, Microsoft basically bugged every single server. So every single game chat server has detection. So if you rage too much, or if you try to basically bash the living crap out of your fellow game people, like the Microsoft will catch it and then they'll communication ban you. The only way that you can't do that is if it's in party chat, which is where you still have freedom of speech. So no one, unless they are fine with getting running the risk, or they can keep their mouth clean. No one is in game chat no more. Everybody's in party chats. Or if they're in game chat, they're in with a group of people that they know won't report them, and they can speak how they choose. But that's very rare nowadays. So games like Halo, no one talks in game chat no more. Games like COD, very, very rarely. Titanfall, even more rarely. Everybody's in party chats because that's the only place where you can speak freely and not get caught. I'm
gonna tell you this now.
And that goes down to the wonderful parents who bitch and moan because their nice little minors play games that they're not supposed to, and get butthurt over what people say to them.
You can't say that because I'm not being the social warrior, because I have used racial slurs. I have cussed at people.
Well, then no one knows how to report you then, because like trust me, I report people when they do that. So I don't
do it no more. I haven't shit like that since the 360 era. But I have.
Yeah. Okay. Well, then it wouldn't have mattered back then. And back then it wouldn't have mattered because they weren't monitored. This is only 2014 going forward.
My thing is, I'm just like cussing in general. My son plays Destiny. He just turned 11. I don't mind him playing Destiny, but like the other day he was playing. Can y'all hear me? Cause look at me.
Yeah.
Okay. He was playing. What's the shit in Destiny when y'all go with the Crucible? And he was actually bodying some people. And somebody called him a little fucking asshole. I'm like, this is a grown man.
You can legitimately report that shit. It legitimately works that way.
I ain't got the time to go up and click on and go back and see but I'm just like, why can't we just play games? It's like I'm playing Dragon Ball FighterZ yesterday, and I swear this dude, he had to be 15. He bodied all 3 of my characters with damn Krillin. Then the switch out not once. He bited all three of my. I did. I'm like, you know what? I'm like, fuck. But I ain't talk shit to him. I ain't cuss. I just like, it is what it is. I just think on both ends, as far as the person getting whooped, the cuss, we got to be more responsible. You can talk shit to a point and cuss or whatever, but when you start personally attacking people, I don't know. That's me personally. Like, I'm never gonna go at somebody calling them something. Like, I had people send me messages on Tekken 7. You fucking nigger.
Yeah, that's the worst thing that anybody on Xbox can do. Never, ever, ever, and I repeat this, don't ever do this. Don't ever physically text somebody your insults. Because if you do that, that is basically giving Microsoft the loaded gun to ban you because they actually have the proof that you sent that. Now, if you do this by voice or in party chat, you're not going to get caught because basically they can't monitor party chats as of yet. They can monitor game chats and they can monitor text messages and voice messages. If someone sends you a voice message, then you're also screwed because they can then report that message and Microsoft can observe it and then be like, yeah, that's bad. That's bad conduct. Goodbye. But
that's my thing though. It shouldn't even get that point, bro. Because you can't beat everybody in everything. Bottom line.
No, but
somebody out there just like fighting in real life. You might whoop 3-4 people's asses, but that fifth person, he just might be better than you. You can't beat everybody. So, but people, I don't know. I guess because they behind that screen and that keyboard, and they feel they untouchable. But I say it's happened, and like I said, I've been a person of that stuff, and I use it in my life. But at the end of the day, we should be better than that as adults. But
as adults we should, but as kids, the kids don't know any better, so it's fine. However, I truly have this mentality, and I stick by this mentality to this day, and I've had this mentality since I started gaming long ass time ago. I believe that if parents have the who the hell is this texting me? Oh, okay. Uh-oh. Sorry, my bad. All right. I truly believe if parents have the common sense and they have the, audacity to basically buy their child, whether they be 11, 9, 8, 7, 6, 15, 18, I don't care your age. If you have the audacity to give that kid your game that is rated M and you do not have the common sense to look what it's rated M for, then they get online and then they get massacred by someone like me with my voice, and I'm in party chat and I can't get caught. That's not my fault.
Let me ask you this: is Call of Duty rated mature or
yes,
is it
rated
teen?
No, it's rated M.
Rated teen.
No, it's rated M.
It's rated M. It's definitely rated M.
It's rated M for all of time. For all of time, it's a rated M.
Destiny is rated M.
No, Destiny is rated teen.
See, that's what I'm saying. Well, I thought Call of Duty was rated teen. They must have changed that recently. Call of Duty.
No, that's always been rated M.
That's rated M.
That's always been
rated M.
Yeah,
always been rated M.
That's why I don't let my son play Grand Theft Auto because it's rated M.
And Grand Theft, but see, you have more minors playing Grand Theft Auto than you do actually have them playing.
No, my son don't play Grand Theft. Not right now. Maybe when he get about 14, he's 11 now. Maybe 14, I let him do it.
Yeah.
But he don't play Call of Duty. But I mean, Destiny, because I thought Destiny and Halo was all rated teen.
Well, Halo used to be rated M, but then they changed it to teen with Halo 5. I think is how it works. Yeah.
I don't know. I thought Halo was always teen. But
nope, it was always rated. It was always rated M because of blood and gore.
But I know Destiny ain't rated mature. And like I said, people call my son. Hell, he play Roblox, and motherfuckers send him a cuss message on Roblox. Now, I don't know if it was a grown kid or what. I don't know. But he's like, Daddy, look what this guy said. And I looked at it. He told my son, F you camping. Like, my son don't know about no damn camping. But, I'm like, go ahead, boy, just keep playing.
Yeah.
But,
I truly believe that, if parents give the freedom to the kids to basically, be online with adults, you should be prepared to hear adult language, and you shouldn't be pussy out and basically start basically using that in an unmature way, because if you do that, then people will basically band together and get you reported, and then you'll get your account banned.
I'm gonna say this though, Reaper. Come on, you, Heartless, we all grown. Can you see yourself cussing out a 10-year-old or 11-year-old?
I've done it. Really? I've done it. It's so much fun. It is so much fun.
No,
so much fun. Yeah, it's so much fun. It's so much fun, especially if that kid. See, this is where the fun actually happens. Especially when that kid wants to talk shit to you, and they don't think you can do anything to them, and they don't think they're totally above reproach. But then when you come with that approach, and then they are totally not expecting, and then they basically go cry to mom and be like, "Mommy, he did this to me. Please help me." I'm like, no,
I can't do that, man. I just mute them. Yeah, I just mute their ass and keep it moving.
Yeah.
Well, sometimes I'll mute them if they're in my friend's party and they're not in my party. If they're in my party and they they want to talk crap, I'll just like straight kick them. But like if they're in my friend's party, then I abide by what my friend wants me to do, and if that person wants me to mute them, then I'll mute them. But like normally, sometimes they're just really annoying with their voice.
I get it. I was playing Killer Instinct about 2 years ago, man. I tell my guys at work this shit, they laugh and they joke me out. I had my Connect hooked up, and if you playing Killer Instinct, if you don't mute the commentary, they can hear you talking, and you can hear them talking. For whatever reason, I didn't know they could hear me, so I'm sitting on the couch, my wife's there, I don't want like 2-3 matches in a row, and I seen this dude pop up, and his rank is like fucking low as shit compared. He's like a 10, I'm like a 30. I said, "Hey, watch this. I'm gonna whoop this dude ass." I'm talking shit. My Connect is on, so he heard that. It was a little 10, 11-year-old. So we playing. The first round, I beat him. The second round, he walked the dog on me. I said, "What the fuck?" So we playing again. That third round was close, but he beat me. And the first words out that little motherfucker mouth was, "I bet you ain't see that shit coming, Hollywood." The little fucking kid that sounded like my cousin the other week. "I bet you ain't see that shit coming, Hollywood." Tell your wife that. I could have talked. I said, "Take your little ass to bed." I had to let it go. But that little kid trolled the fuck out of me. I just beat the shit out of me.
I bet you ain't see that shit coming, Hollywood.
But, I couldn't I bet you ain't see that coming, Hollywood. I said, "You little motherfucker. Take your ass. I'm supposed to be in school."
Oh shit, that was funny.
But man, that motherfucker got me, bro. And I could have cussed him out, but you gotta let shit like that go. Cause he trolled the fuck out of me. But he won't talk his shit, but the way he came back at the end of it, he got lucky. I wish I could remember his tag and fight him again. His ass won't beat me now. I'm gonna beat the damn Killer Instinct. I came in, I whooped the shit out his ass. Him and Wonderweight Dragon. Them cats ain't ready for me. Boy, I beat the shit out of them the other night we were playing. We were playing about a week ago. I said, "Man, don't fuck Hollywood in fighting games." And then that Dragon Ball Fighter Z, I get my ass whooped right now. But I'm gonna get them buttons right. And I'm coming for everybody. But that shit, man, I don't talk shit to little kids, man. I let it go, bro. Like I said, I mute them, so I know, man. Keep it going. Even not even little kids, just ignorant people in general. Whether they kids or grown. Because I did that shit too much doing the 360 era, getting involved with people calling me the N-word and this and that and talking shit. Nobody thought I was crazy arguing with people I won't never put my hands on. So I just let it go, bro. Like you say, y'all mute them and keep it moving.
Yeah, mute them and keep it moving. Or just block them.
Yep.
Straight block them.
Mute them and keep it moving. Oh, shit. Anything else we got?
So how soon do you think Nextgen will be here?
2021.
I think so too.
Because I'm going to tell you now, even though the PS4 Pro came out last year, Sony will be a fool to introduce PS5 with the PlayStation 4 selling like it's selling.
Yeah, they don't. I think what they want the PS4 to do is cap their PS2 record, and then once it caps its PS2 record, then they'll make the PS5.
Yeah, so I don't know who's going. What do you say? PS5, PS2 did what? 152.
52.
and they're at 70 if everything is accurate.
Yeah,
70
you
what?
would basically have to like you'd have to like double it or like triple it.
I don't think they're gonna try to catch that. But like I said, right now, PlayStation got lightning in the bottle. Whatever they did with the PS4, so I think they'll be a fool to do PS5. Cause like I said, you got people like me. Cause everybody bought the PS4. Let's face it, ain't a hardcore PS4 fan. A lot of people buy multiple consoles. Whether you're a PC guy, an Xbox guy, Nintendo guy, pretty much everybody buys everything. So they'll be a fool with releasing PS4 Pro, and then you can come out 2019, 2020, and here we go. Oh, yeah, you bought the Pro, but guess what? We got PS5. And the same thing with Microsoft. You just gave the X, and the X is still in its infancy. And then you talking about 2019, which is what, a year and a half or whatever from now, and you're gonna do Xbox 2 or the next box. I already said I ain't buying it. So if they smart to get the hardcore people, they better wait. Because the X, like I said, you better find a way to max the X out. You know what I'm saying? With time, people find ways to pull more juice out these jumps. Because if they announce Xbox Next or whatever they want to call it in 2019, Craig Simmons, a.k.a. Hollywood, is not buying that motherfucker.
Me neither. I think the Xbox One X got, 6 teraflops, right? I think the next gen console will probably have about 8. I don't think it'll be a massive. I don't think it's going to be a massive 10 teraflop or 12 teraflop. I think it's just going to be an 8. You know what I'm saying? Which is minor as fuck, and I don't think it's worth the upgrade, honestly. As far as the GPU, I don't know what they're going to use. But I don't know, Reaper. What's your intake on it? Like, what do you think?
Well, I don't. Well, I think what Microsoft wants to do is they want to make sure they have the technology available to progress their vision forward, and I don't think they can do that. I think by the time they'll be able to do that, I think 8K will be the new standard in entertainment and whatnot. So, and that's still a couple years off. Plus, I think that Phil wants to now that he's given us the power box that everybody's been asking for. Now what he has to do is deliver games. So I think that's another thing that he has to actually try to concentrate and do. But I think the main concept is they kind of want to try to stay ahead of Sony this time around. So I think they want to wait to see what the PS5 can do, and then once the PS5 comes out, then they'll basically rebuttal it with whatever. But if they truly decide to go with the hybrid, the hybrid PC, entertainment, interaction concept, I think that nothing is really gonna compare to it, because it's gonna be forever evolving.
But that means you got to be able to swap out CPU, GPU, and hard drives on the fly.
Just like a PC.
Yep, just like a PC. And that's what the next console needs to be, man, for it to be future.
But you got to think, though. Now, see, that's good for y'all, but you got to look at it's a lot of people like me that don't want to do that. That's why I never, ever consider PC as my primary option, because I don't want to have to. I'm going to tell you a prime example. I don't know if y'all remember this, y'all should, because y'all around 30 at least, right? 30 years of age. So, remember the PC that came out was called the Blackbird, and that was supposed to be the only computer or PC capable of running. Remember, Crysis 1 and Crytek was in its infancy, and they were like, oh, the Cry engine. That was the only PC capable of running Crysis at high-end performance level. Okay? And people went out, and I remember it, people was buying the Blackbird, whatever that PC
was. Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, hand over fist. And then what happened a year and a half later, Crysis 2 came out. And people dropped. And back then, this was like, what, the early 2000s.
Yeah, this was before Alienware.
So, yeah, keep in mind now, people dropped 50. That's a lot of money back then. They're $1,500 on this PC. And then Crysis 2 come out, that PC was irrelevant. Not that much money in the fucking
I remember hearing about that shit. I remember hearing about it, man.
That's why I can't commit to PC game. I'm not trying to switch out every 3-4 months. Oh, I get this new graphics card.
No, it wouldn't be every 3-4 months. It'd be every 2 years at the most.
Well, you know,
but and see the way that I see it is like, you know, Phil still has to do a couple steps to actually obtain what his vision wants to be. You still have to take full control of the PC market regardless, because you own the software, but you don't own the games on it. So what you have to do is you have to control those game sales to actually fully dominate that market. And then what you have to do is then you have to decide how your design will actually work, because if you're going to adopt the phone aspect, you know, people switch out phones every 2 to 3 years.
You do that, so now you're trying to stunt the hardware growth.
But see, this is where it would get tricky though, because this is kind of what I think consoles should have been from the very get-go. What it should have done was it should have had, say you have a 360 whatnot, right? Say and Halo 3 just came out, and you have the base. I think it was called the Pro 360. Yeah, because it was the Pro, and
that was the white box.
No, it was the white and black box. Yeah. So say you have the Pro with the 250 gig hard drive, whatever, and then the Elite just comes out. What the model would look like would be like if, you know, people don't have the certain cards or the certain drives to run those games, then those games would be unaccessible or unavailable to that person that does not have those drives to run it, just like a PC. So, you know, to forever keep up with the times, and people can no longer live in nostalgia, you have to continuously upgrade every 2 to 3 years your system to make sure it can run the top-notch games of that era or of that time period. That's the way I think it. That's the way I think, you know, that's the way the vision should go. But he might be smarter and do it a different way and let people still live in nostalgia and still let people play old games. But that's what I think you should do to continue evolving and, you know, stay up to time, because I'm going to do a video on this, in a couple days. But like, that's the biggest problem I have with half my friends list, is everybody is living in like a 2013, 2012 like mindset, and it is annoying as hell. And I think that if everybody was forced to upgrade rather than given the option, I think everybody would, you know, well, I want to play the newest best thing, and, you know, you have to upgrade, you know, whereas everybody is now just basically being, well, I can just play this instead, no problem, you know, and everybody's just, you know, reverting back to their old ways of nostalgia. And, you know, that's good for some people, but, you know, for the evolution of gaming to move forward, you have to get people to move forward. And in order for that to actually happen, people have to be forced to move forward. They can't be given a choice, because if they're given a choice, they'll be lazy and not want to actually do it. You know, and that's kind of the problem with the 360 era, and why, you know, and because it lasted so long, people got, you know, complacent and they got lazy, and they basically just wanted to play those games over and over and over and over again and not move forward.
Well, you got to check this out, though. They kind of had it right with the 360 and the PS3 and PS4 with the swapping out of the hard drive on the fly, which was cool. But you got to think, though, man.
Well, now you can. Now you can legitimately just get like up to 16 terabytes on the Xbox One, regardless. So it doesn't really matter with the hard drive.
But like I said, it ain't based off on the hard drive. Then you talking about the CPU. How can they make a CPU that you can switch out on the fly like that?
Yeah, I mean, depending on how it's actually built. I mean, I legitimately can open up my PC right now and basically put the new CPU in.
But how much is that going to cost for to put that on the console?
It depends what the CPU is. The CPU has different costs.
Because that's what it's designed for. But a console is a closed box meant to be for.
Yeah, but that's the whole concept. Is the new version would no longer be closed box. It would be a PC hybrid.
But would it be affordable? That's what I'm saying. With the prices
the base of it would, but you would have to upgrade it over time, which would cost more money. Just like
look at the prices of CPUs right now. With this, I don't know what it's called.
Between $200 and $600.
Or was it Bitcoining? Because look at the prices of graphics cards and CPUs now.
So anywhere from $200 to $600.
But see, now you will put the console in that category. So now your console price got to go up. That's why consoles will always be relevant, because you never know with the PC market, because like anything could cause the price of CPUs, GPUs, graphic cards, boxes for whatever case may be, to go up, cases to put all that shit in. But when you get a console, you're gonna get that for that price, guaranteed. Now, yeah, I get it. You can change shit on the fly on the PC when shit they ain't forcing the cost of these cards and materials to go up. Yeah, you fine and dandy. But God forbid if consoles was doing that now in this era, switching GPUs, CPUs on the fly, and this Bitcoin or bit mining was going on there. Can you
My
imagine
brother's obsessed with Bitcoin. I don't understand it, but my brother's obsessed with it.
Can you imagine? Man, shit. No, that's why I say console gaming need to stay like it is. Give us generations. Right now, we got the X. Sony might need the 5 a little early. But Microsoft with this, like I said, I ain't a tech guy, but with this 6 teraflop CPU, yeah, people saying the GPU is the bottleneck, but you can work ways around it. So I think they need to stay at least 5 years. 4, 5 the max, and then bring out the next one. But we just got the X, last year, end of 2017. So you might as well say this year, 2018. And then you talking 2019, another one? I'm really going to feel slight. Because I just bought the X, and then you talking about the new one? I'm not going to buy it. I'm not gonna buy it.
Well, I'm not gonna buy another Xbox for another 2 years. I just spent the last.
And I don't care.
I just spent the last 4 years buying one every year, so I'm good with that. I'm good with buying spending $1,000 a year. I'm good with that. I legitimately only have to buy games for like the next couple of years, and then I have to upgrade again.
And I get people talking about gaming a selfish hobby and this and that. No, I'm not gonna buy another Xbox in 2 years' time.
No, I've spent the last I've spent the last 5 years buying 7 Xbox Ones. I'm good right now. I'm good.
No, I ain't about to say I bought like 3 or 4, but still, I'm not gonna buy. I just bought that, and they talking about the next box. No, not gonna buy it. Not in 2 years' time.
No,
I'll wait.
Well, they can't bring out their next vision until Sony reveals their hand, because it's Sony's turn.
Well, I don't see PS5 coming out in 2019, but people jumping the gun. I don't see PS5 coming out. Maybe 2020 at the earliest. If Sony was smart, which most of the time they're not, they could actually double their sales by 2020 if they really try. If they really try, they could definitely double it. The only way they can do that, they gonna have to really cut the price on the PS4. And
yeah, you would have to make it. You'd have to make the base at least 150 to 200,
and then like Pro on Black Friday. And they didn't make no money.
keep it solid Black Friday sales throughout the year. And more
they didn't make no money though. They sold that console. That's why it's back up now. The one I was at GameStop.
No, Black Friday it sold more units, but Microsoft made more money because it cost.
They didn't make no money off of it. They just wanted to win the sale category. But right now it's back up to 220.
Yeah, but it's not about making money on the Sony's part. It's about selling more units so more people have them. See, Microsoft is all about making money. Sony is the opposite. They just want more of their product.
They just want to get them in the house and say, we sold more. But
yeah, we just sold more. That's basically the thing. And they did sell more. They sold more units than Xboxes, but Xboxes made more profit because.
But you know what that did though? That created the hype in the gaming community that Sony still is the king of the console, even though they sold more and made less.
I mean, if you're cool about that, they looking at Sony. Personally, if I was talking to a bunch of ponies, if you're cool with a bunch of Apple Watch games, that's cool with me. I don't really care. But personally, I would like to exercise outside and not actually inside my joystick.
You talk to any hardcore PlayStation guy, they don't never say who made more money. PlayStation sold. When I heard that working, PlayStation still sold more. But dude, you gotta look at the bigger picture. They sold more at a loss. That's not good business. They can't keep doing that.
No, they can't.
So, no, they can't. Because if Microsoft keeps doing, Sony ain't got the money Microsoft got. Now, if this was in the 90s or early 2000s, maybe, because Sony was making money still off their TVs, their surround sounds, their whatever else they made outside of PlayStation. But right now, Sony TVs ain't selling, bro. You got LG killing the market over Sony. Samsung is definitely killing it. And then LG's killing everybody with the damn OLED.
I think
high-ass TV is killing it.
See, I have all Vizios, and Vizios is my favorite.
Vizio killing it.
Yeah, I love Vizios. Vizios are my favorite.
So, you know, I'm a Samsung guy myself, but shit, like I said, man,
yeah, Sony
TVs aren't moving.
I believe Sony stopped making TVs a while ago. They
got new Bravia line coming out with the glass speaker on the TV.
Oh, that's actually not a good idea, but okay.
But the TVs, like the glass on the TV, is like a speaker or some bullshit. I don't know. It's crazy.
Yeah,
but
I mean, I would like the newest Samsung TV. I would like to change it, but the one that the number one thing I look in TVs is not the resolution. It's not the graphics fidelity. I look at that second. I look at how big the refresh rate is, or how fast it is, because I play shooters. Refresh rate is one of the most key features that you need.
The refresh rate for me, it's the refresh rate and the hertz.
Yeah, like I care about that refresh rate a lot. So it's like, you know, that's why I can play at my own house, but I can't play on my parents' TV because their refresh rate on their Sharp television is shit.
You know what though? A lot of people like me right now. I'm playing at I like 240 hertz. That's high as I'm gonna go. Cause I tried my homeboy had a problem. That bitch was like 900 or some shit like that. That shit hurt my damn eyes, bro. That's why I'm good with what I got. I would like to upgrade to an HDR though, but right now my TV don't do HDR because I bought it 2 years ago. But it's at 240 hertz, and I'm enjoying it. I'm good, so I'm gonna ride with it for a little bit longer. But eventually, I would like to get a HDR 4K TV. But I'm enjoying it. The shit look good to me, and that's at the end of the day, that's what matters. What look good to you. So I'm trying to keep up with the Joneses and buying this OLED and that and this, because to say I got it, it is what it is. But I just know right now, Sony products, as far as TVs, surround sound, they not really selling like they used to, though. Right now, honestly, I think LG is killing the market. And then what's that one TV everybody talking about is good for the budget? It's some off-brand, but it's supposed to have great resolution. A lot of people is buying that one right now. It's like $400 for a 55-inch, and you get 4K, HDR, and all that bullshit.
What's its refresh rate, though?
Excuse me, I use some damn fingers. I couldn't tell you, but I know a lot of people are talking about it, and I looked it up. It's actually got 4-star reviews, but I'm not a big fan of the off-brand. Bottom line, because they might not last as long or whatever the case may be. I'm gonna stick with what I know.
Yeah, you gotta take too much of a risk with off brands, and it's like with the off brands, it's like you just never know. You know what I'm saying? It's no guarantee that if your shit
might get a good one,
right?
It's like get a bad one.
It's like a gamble.
And I ain't willing. I don't know about you, Carlos, but I'm not gonna spend $500-600 on a gamble, bro. I play the lottery. I spend $10 a week. That's the most gamble I take. $10 a week, bro. I win. If I don't, I don't. $10 ain't gonna make or break me. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But I don't do $600 a week make or break me. No, hell no. That's a truck payment. Get away from me, dog. Look, my dog, she tell me she needs to go outside. But shit, anything else y'all want to get on? Cause I got to jump in this bed. I gotta go back to work tonight. I don't work the day shift like y'all motherfuckers.
I think we just about covered everything, honestly.
Yeah, that's all right then.
I think we definitely covered everything.
Say what?
One last thing I wanted to cover was the PSN downtime, man. What's been going on with PSN issues? Like I've been reading that online everywhere.
Look, I'm gonna say one thing that I'm gonna let y'all have it. I'm gonna sit back and listen. I told the guys that work about this now. My homeboys, hardcore PlayStation guys. You know what they tell me? My PlayStation ain't expensive. Man, get the fuck out of here. PSN been down all last week. Y'all niggas trash. Stop hating. That's why I tell them straight. They be like, man, why you don't be on your PlayStation? Because I never know when the motherfucker gonna work. Bottom line, I never know. PSN is fucking garbage. That's why I can never, ever commit to PlayStation. I like to play games online. I like to talk to people. I like to play with people. And you can't guarantee me at least 60% of the time your shit gonna work. Fuck no. I buy it for your exclusives that I do like to play and call it a motherfucking day. Anything else, multiplat versus co-op and everything else, Xbox for life. Fuck PSN. PSN is garbage. That's why I say Microsoft by EA make them motherfuckers be cross-play and use Microsoft servers and call it a day. But that's my thoughts on PSN is trash. Always been, always will, and forever be trash. And I'm done. Y'all talk on it after that. Garbage ass.
No, I saw Harless. I saw a whole bunch of people talking about that this week. It's like PSN down. But PSN down. I mean, I haven't touched my PlayStation 4 in like a week, so I haven't actually.
You ain't missing nothing.
But no, it's kind of funny. But you know, like I was on the PSN store, and like the first thing I see being advertised is a Big Mac, and I'm like, damn, the hell is this? Why the hell do Japanese care what McDonald's does on their freaking? I just don't understand.
They got a teriyaki Big Mac in Japan. I was over there for a while. They had a teriyaki Big Mac. That shit delicious.
Be like, the PSN is to sell games. You don't see Microsoft showcasing Burger King or Sonic on their freaking stores. Like they actually showcase movies and games and a whole bunch of stuff, like in music and stuff. It's just like, it's like the first thing I saw on PSN last week was like a Big Mac, and I'm like, the hell? Are you kidding me? Like that's what you want to advertise when I press that button to go to the. Like the first thing I think is see like the $1 to $3 meal, and I'm like, oh damn, okay. And then after a while, it changed its it changed its home screen. But it was kind of funny because I was like, yeah, okay. I mean, well, I guess that's why Sean Layden had to lose like 60 pounds from last PSX because they were tired of producing McDonald's and whatnot. They were like, Sean was like, nah, let's not showcase McDonald's no more. Let's, I'm going to go on that Subway or that Weight Watchers and like lose that 60 pounds. But no, it's just kind of funny. Like I always prefer Xbox over PSN. And I was actually thinking about finally trying that if I could afford a Scuff, but I can't afford a Scuff, which kind of sucks.
I'm going to tell you right now. The Nintendo Switch online is better than PSN. I play Mario Kart online with my brother and some of his friends, and it's better than the PSN, bro. Okay? The Nintendo, yeah, you can't fucking voice chat, but at the end of the day, it's all about play. I mean, yeah, we like to talk and be social, but the most important part, the key part, is gameplay. And you can lease gameplay on the Switch. I haven't been on the Switch yet where it said the Switch is down. No. But that PSN, no. That's why I didn't get Dragon Ball Super on the PS4. They Dragon Ball Fighter. So I get Dragon Ball on PS4, man. Nope.
Your Bob.
I want to be in the play. And then you heard the rumor about the FIFA tournament that apparently they switched the damn Xbox in the middle of the tournament because the PSN went down. Now, I don't know if that's true or not. That's just all rumor and hearsay, but if that is true, that's crazy. In the middle of a tournament with money involved, I got to switch platform. Not a good look, PlayStation. Not a good look. But it is what it is. Single player, and then no crash on you. That's why they got the single player on lock. People ever thought about that? But it is what it is. I like single player games. I just like multiplayer better. So that's why Xbox is the best box, in my opinion. So please don't, what people gonna criticize and talk shit. It's my opinion. You want to play Zombie Hunter 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 by yourself? Do your thing, bro. You want to play Sniff the Chinese Girl Panties in virtual reality? Do your thing, bro. I like to play Gears of War.
Man, that shit almost had me choked just now, man.
I'm just saying. That's what I've been in, and I'm not being that. I've been over there in Japan. I've seen the vending machines with the panties in the vending machine where people were buying them.
Oh hell no! People buying them just to sniff it?
Dude, man, I seen a dude jacking dogs off on the sidewalk, bro. I've been in Japan. I seen this crazy shit over there. I seen dudes dressed up like women running around looking like Lucky Chloe for real on Tekken. So
Lord.
I'm not just talking shit. I seen it. I was in the Marine Corps for 4 years. I've been over there for a year and a half. I seen this crazy shit. So you can sniff panties in virtual reality and take the dog, cock, and all that bullshit. You can have it. You good. I like to play Gears of War online. I like to play Halo online. I like to play Killer Instinct online. And whatever else comes out, that's what I like to do. Then if you choose to play by yourself, then they got a strong single-player campaign that can also be played in co-op. I'm like this. I like options. So that's why Xbox is going to be the best box for me. Bottom line. And I'm going to use some tingles on that. But I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see.
How it goes.
On that note, we're gonna call it a day. We hit actually an hour and 17 minutes on this podcast. So
damn, it felt like we were talking 2-3 hours.
Yeah, for real. We've been going off, man. But next week, we're gonna get behind it. We're gonna reach out behind the scenes to see when we'll be available for next week. Cause
I want that bad one. You thought was going on? Oh shit.
Huh?
Don't tell you thought was going on. I don't went off again.
Yeah, we're gonna try to let you guys know when the next time we're gonna be available. I'm gonna create an event. We're gonna reach out. Hey Craig, when's the next time you're free? You can do mornings, right?
I can do mornings whenever, but my days off tend to be Friday morning, Saturday morning. So, I work that third shift, but we need to call this the impromptu podcast. You never know when we're going to pop up.
Yeah, you never know when we're going to pop up, man, because we all work, man. We all work. We can't have a set schedule.
We got lives outside of gaming.
Yeah.
I mean, don't get me wrong. Gaming is fun, but we got other things.
Oh, yeah, definitely. But anyway, this is Heartless TV, over and out. And